Singapore has a problem. Our total fertility rate is below 1. That's not good. Basically, we're not having enough babies to replace ourselves. So, the government is trying to fix this. They've just announced that parents can get up to $16,000 in additional support for their third and subsequent kids. Now, raising kids in Singapore is expensive. While extra monetary support is welcome, is this really the solution? I have 2 kids myself, and honestly, an additional $16,000 isn't going to convince me to have a third kid. The cost of raising a kid far exceeds that. And are we encouraging irresponsible family planning? Some couples might be having more kids than they can afford, just to get this money. If the aim is to increase the TFR, I think the government is focusing on the wrong group. They should be thinking about encouraging childless couples to have their first child. Data from the Department of Statistics shows that most couples in Singapore ended up having 2 children. Once a couple have their first child, it is most likely they will try for a second one, because the first kid is too lonely. So perhaps more childcare leave? More flexible working arrangements? The biggest headache we faced as parents was having to leave work often because our kids were sick at school again. Enough about the carrot, what about the stick? Here's a controversial idea. How about we limit benefits for childless couples? Prevent them from buying public housing above a certain size? Remove their chance for a second BTO flat? Or even prevent them from having dogs or cats for pets? Who has money for kids when you have fur babies? Of course, this should not be the direction the government should head towards. It will surface other issues, like couples who medically can't have kids, or couples who feel that they are being forced to have kids and might resent their kids. Definitely not ideal. As a dad with 2 boys, what would really encourage me to have a third child is the option to choose the gender. I would really like to have a baby girl, and I know that this is possible with IVF, but gender selection is not allowed in Singapore. So, perhaps the government can consider relaxing this rule for couples going for their third child. If you're a childless couple, what would encourage you to have kids? For couples already with kids, what would encourage you to have more? Let me know in the comments below.